Hey, a few folks have asked me how I use Claude Code, so I wanted to do like a quick video, try to be a fast one, to show you how I utilize it and how I can be super productive with it. And for that, I'm just gonna run the workspace locally. And in this case, I was working on this feature for multi-AI agents that we are working on, basically having OpenVB Copilot being an orchestrator to other agents that users may bring, like a prompt in answer or a specific one to write like a draft investor letter, and then ours just works as an orchestrator. Anyway, so you basically come here and you go into edit, and our designer saw that, okay, this style doesn't look that great. Can you follow what I have on the mockups? And so she shared this with me. So this is the mockups one. And so like ideally, like before Claude Code, what I would do is I would put it on the monitor on the side and then just have the Tailwind CSS like matching, and then just, understand like how many pixels are from here. But that's just like a bit of annoying work, right? So what I do is I'm going to show you how I do it in Claude. And before doing that, I actually want to show something else. So one of the things that I've done is I have my own like Claude file where you basically, when you initialize like Claude Code, you can do -init /init, and it reads the code base. It understands how the code base is structured, and it gives you the requirements where to run, right? But that wasn't enough for me because I kept on adding stuff to prompts every single time, and as I started like learning what were things that I liked and what were things, more importantly, that I didn't like, what I did was I went back onto that like system prompt and I iterated on it essentially. And like this is my preferences, if you will, and I'm going to share that with you on the blog post that I'm going to talk about it. But things like, I don't want it to run linters, like, because I don't know if the feature is right in the first place. So why am I like waiting for it to run and like losing tokens when it could be utilized to actually implement the feature the right way? So like I always say, never run linters, never write any unit tests, never refactor code that you didn't touch. That would happen like a lot of times. Never run the build as well. I don't want it to like run the build. I want it to keep in that environment, and I'm always like running it locally. And even things like if you need like feedback, like I ask it, add console logs and ask me to debug. I'll do that for you, right? And so there's just these old things like alignment. Make sure that you understand if you have questions or ambiguity, like clarify them with me in advance. And yeah, I'll share this with you. But yeah, my productivity improved a lot with this, and so now it's like working with someone else. It really is like amazing. Anyway, so I go into Claude, and here we are. And let me go on to MCP to see if my Figma MCP is connected. Yep, it's connected, which is great. And now, how do I come back? Okay, that's not how you come back, but anyway, I know that it's connected. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the Figma mockups, and actually I'm gonna copy this one. Yeah, can I copy here? Yeah, copy link to selection. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not just gonna paste and write. I'm actually gonna use dictation, which is something that allows me to be much more productive because I can tell it like a person speaking much faster than typing what it is that I want to be done. So let's do it. In the AI panel of the chat on the prompt text area file, when you click on the copilot that is currently like being used, and you can edit your AI agents. In the case of the user not having added any AI agents, can you improve the UI to what I shared in the Figma file? Be thorough in your analysis of the padding, of the margins, of the text color, of the font. Don't miss anything. Then I click Control to wrap it up, and I send. You can see that, like, because I have a Portuguese accent, the dictation is not the best, so some people use like LLMs at the conversion level. I could also, which I thought about working on, like using like an extension from Raycast or something, having it take in my voice input and then improve the prompt here. But because I already had that like Claude system prompt like that I iterated on, I didn't really feel the need. I thought that just the dictation was perfectly fine for what I was looking for. Yeah, and you can see that it noticed like what are the things different, a triangle, a warning icon, so he understood that what didn't exist. So like this also comes as part of the thing that I told him, like make sure that you have a plan before, and also this is like showing in real time, so as it does changes, which I don't think he has yet, but as it does, like we'll be able to look into the code, not the code, the product. Okay. Sure. Yep. Yep. That is exactly what I was looking for. And did you hear that? That is the noise that it finishes. So I added a hook to it so that it would tell me when the job is done, which is awesome. And then like you just need to be like careful in reviewing the code, right? So in this case, I actually saw something I didn't like, which is SVG. I think I saw an SVG. Where is it? Actually, let's just open a new terminal window. Agent config, and I know that I saw an SVG. Okay, I don't like this. Like, we have design system, and so we actually have our own icon library. So I'm just gonna tell it that. Yes, this is pretty good, but you used like a new SVG file instead of our own design systems icon. So just rectify that, please. So just make sure that you like check up the code and you don't see like art coded like colors. So for instance, for me, when I see like these like text light 400, like these are good signs, like dark text light, which takes into account like light mode and dark mode. Those are like good signs. When I see things that are like art coded colors or things like these where the SVG is added for an icon that we already had. So here we go. This is our warning icon. So you just need to double check what is happening essentially. But yeah, it's pretty good. And I mean, I could like, I could ask it to, improve like the margins a bit, but this just gets like me in one shot, like much closer than I would do for a while as well. Cause it's like, takes some time. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'll share the Claude MD prompt, and I hope that's helpful. But I will also share the hook for you to add, so it makes a noise every time it finishes, which I find to be like a game changer. Just because I can ask it to do something, be talking with somebody else on Slack or working on another feature, and then I'll just come back and it's ready for me to take over. Yeah, hope this is helpful. See ya.